So how do you verify information on a business deal? This is Dave at AFX Search, licensed private investigators. One of the most important things to do if you're doing any kind of business transaction, whether it's a merger, an acquisition, maybe even lending money to potential investment opportunity. Sometimes even if you're a vendor and you're going to be selling something on credit to a company, you want to do some due diligence. The best thing to do is to get a full range of information about that business and the principals. You want to find out that the ownership is how it's represented. So if you're buying a business from somebody, making sure you're actually dealing with a principal, not a manager. Making sure that you understand any assets that are being represented are actually assets of that company. They're not assets of a parent company, of a related company, or owned by the principals personally. Sometimes real estate is owned by a principal and then leased back to the company. Making sure that inventory assets are not encumbered by UCC-1 filings. Making sure that all of the business fixtures are wholly owned, or at least if there's encumbrances, that they're disclosed to you properly. Also finding out if there's any potential liability from lawsuits or claims that are either in process or that could happen. We can find that out from court records, and even prior to it being a court record, sometimes there are notices that you can find from other places that there might be a lawsuit claim. Sometimes there's a mediation claim that's in the pipeline. Having a good understanding of all the assets and all the liabilities of a company, so you can match that up to come up with a good book value, making sure it matches how it's represented by the seller. In some cases, the seller may not be misrepresenting something intentionally, but may forget about some encumbrance, or they may just think that, well, if I have this inventory where I put down on my sales sheet inventory, that's all I need to do. But without disclosing that that inventory might be financed or has a line of credit against it, or is on loan from the manufacturer, is an important thing for you to find out. Corporate due diligence for a merger, for an acquisition, is an important part to make sure that the valuation is represented properly and that you as a buyer, investor, or a lender, or even a vendor, is maintaining the security of your money going into that deal is solid. If you have questions about corporate due diligence, you can reach us at our website at afxsearch.com.